Now, one thing most people fear these days is snakes, especially with what happened with our beloved Naya, because that singer she was so talented. Like what happened to her was very tragic, and it has been causing a lot of scare to a lot of people. And I just said I must comment to this. Now, even my mom even called me recently and told me about this issue of snakes in his compound. Because there was a period when I was sleeping. I love cold very much, so whenever there is heat, I tend to sleep on the floor a lot. And there was a period when I was sleeping and then there was a snake on the ground. Thankfully, as God will have it, I was just I by 5 a.m. in the morning, I just decided to just sleep on the bed. And eventually in the morning, I got to see that there was a snake right in front of my bed. Meaning I had slept on the floor and the snake was still right beside me and I didn't know. So I'll be educating people on ways, there are 4 uncommon ways you can attract snakes to your homes. Pay attention to this. Now, number one is when you have leaking taps. Your outdoor taps are probably leaking, or your AC is dripping water. Those things attract snakes. If you have an open sockaway or stagnant water in your house, yes, snakes love water. Now, number two on the list is when you have overgrown like landscapes in your compound. For instance, you have an abandoned flower bed, or you have a place whereby maybe your fence is raised high. Those are luxury hideouts for snakes, I must tell you. Snakes love when there is an abandoned area, like a landscaping area whereby there are hideouts for them. So these areas actually are prone to snakes. Number three on the list is when you see rats in your home. Be very mindful when you see rats. You should know that snakes are very close by because rats are at the top of their food chain. They love rats a lot. So if you see rats in your compound, ensure you eliminate them because snakes love rats. Number fourth on the list is warm, quiet places. Okay, in your compound, probably your generator area. When your generator area has your generator covering, it has some wood, has your tires to support the generators. Yes, snakes love those areas a lot. So you have to be very mindful, very wary of those areas, especially at night. Especially for those that like to put their building materials in their homes. Like you have stacks of your block work, concrete stacks. Those things, when you have your concrete block work stacked somewhere, snakes love those areas a lot. So you have to be mindful of those areas, especially at night. Or you stack maybe tiles in one area of your house. They love those areas a lot. Then if your BQ is not occupied, that's where snakes thrive in. They love unoccupied areas, especially because they are warm. So you have to be mindful of those things. Ensure that you do not stay in areas that are prone to snakes, because now snakes and the antivenoms are not readily available, especially in this part of the world. You might go to a hospital and they might tell you don't have the antivenom. And if maybe a reptile that is very poisonous, that has a lot of toxins, bites one, God forbid, it becomes a case of emergency. So I do not want us to be prone to such. So these are the 4 uncommon ways we attract snakes to our homes.